What in tarnation?
Howdy folks, this is Applegeek, and welcome to a very special reaction. We have reached the end of Season 6. This is the season finale, episodes 25 and 26, To Where and Back Again, parts 1 and 2. I have no idea what to make of those titles. I'm sure they're a reference to something. I don't know what. I haven't spent any time thinking about it. And thanks to some help from my friends and whatnot, I've been able to stay pretty much spoiler-free on this one. I've got just a few subtle hints here and there that make me think certain things, but I don't know for sure. So I am basically going into this assuming that anything that I thought I might know about it might not actually be true. So that's where I'm at on this. As far as what I think might happen, obviously, I've said before, I feel like this is going to be the return of Chrysalis, given all the Changeling activity this season. Don't know. I haven't actually seen her anywhere other than the flashback in the Changeling episode, which doesn't really count. So, don't know. Got some other villains out there too, potentially, that could come back again. But just with all the world building we've had going on with Equestria establishing allies and things like that, I've thought that there's going to be something really big happening in this finale that's going to require Equestria to call in her allies. Even if that doesn't happen, I'm thinking we're going to see some... I'm thinking there's going to be characters that we've seen before that are going to be coming back in this one. I don't know who all the... I have this pipe dream of just like every secondary character we've ever seen that's awesome, like Cheese Sandwich and Coloratura and Trixie and Cherry Jubilee and who knows all the different ones I'm forgetting about. But what I'm talking about, just have them all show up for a big finale or something. That would be epic. I doubt we'll be getting that here, but yeah, no. I'm going to stop rambling now because I really have no idea what to predict on this one. I just want to get watching. So here we go. To Where and Back Again, Part 1, starting now. Oh, and yeah, of course, Starlight's going to be in this too. Oh, nice catch, Twilight.
Well,
Starlight.
we don't all have magical horns.
I've been meaning to move these older books to my reference section for a while. Gotta keep the new books front and center.
Of course.
Thank you both for your help.
Are you kidding? After all you've done for me? This is the least I can do.
Oh, please. I haven't done that much. Nah,
more than you
just
want.
Taught me the
More
value
than you know.
of friendship. Not much at all.
I may have offered some guidance, but you are responsible for the pony you've become. I'm proud to call you my student and my friend.
Aww.
Now we just need to get rid of these boxes. Spike, can you... Spike? What's that?
What? What? Changeling?
Is it a bird?
Is it a parasprite?
Parasprite.
It's incoming!
Is that Derpy? It's Derpy! Yes! Yes! Is she gonna talk?
Oh, I usually get letters by dragon.
It is the fastest way to get mail.
Oh! Ouch! What? For Starlight?
Who would be sending me a letter?
Who into...
It's
For...
the ponies from my old village.
Are they in danger?
Are they upset with you?
Oh!
It's worse. They've invited me to the annual Sunset Festival.
Okay, well... Interesting start. Very interesting start. I've wondered if she's ever... I can't even talk, I'm so excited. Wondered if she was ever going to go back to her old village or not. Of course, is this the village where she was stealing cutie marks or her hometown? I'm thinking back to the Village of Equality. Oh. No idea where this is going, but this is getting good really quickly. Yep, Village of Equality. They've really fixed the place up nice.
Hey there, every pony.
Hey, Starlight. What are you doing here?
Wait.
I was invited.
to the Sunset
Ooh.
Festival?
Awkward.
Yeah, but we didn't think you'd actually show up.
Oh!
Think we really wanted you here, did you?
Oh, come on!
But I apologized.
That-
I
yeah,
thought
that-
everything was fine.
Is this a dream? I think this has got to be a dream. I didn't listen, Face.
What happened?
Okay, what is going on
Any
here?
pony there? Princess Luna?
It is a dream, yes!
What are you doing here?
Dreams are my domain, Starlight Glimmer. I am here because you need me to be.
Oh,
She,
it's
has she
only a
ever met me?
dream.
Oh, yeah, she has.
It may only be a dream, but the feelings in it are real.
Great. So I guess I'm more afraid of going back to the village than I thought. What do I do now?
I have been helped time and time again by 6 very special ponies. They helped me overcome my past. You are fortunate to have them as friends. I suggest you share your concerns with them. I see much of myself in you, Starlight Glimmer, and I can tell you from personal experience that things do indeed get better.
Wow. Now that's a cameo.
And Princess Luna said I should tell you all how I was feeling. So, there it is. I'm afraid
Wow.
to go back to the village for the celebration.
But why, darling? You went back to apologize. They accepted. Every pony has moved on.
But have they? They don't really know how much I've changed. Or even worse, maybe I haven't changed as much as I think I have.
Trust me, you are a totally different pony now. I mean, you were pretty awful.
Rainbow Dash.
What? She was. It's a compliment.
She was, but
Invitation if they didn't want you to come.
use a little more
I'm sure
tact.
they'd be happy to see you. And getting an invitation to a party and not going? That's like, it's like, well, I don't know what it's like, but it is definitely bad.
Because she's never done that.
Just be honest with them. I'm sure they'll understand where you're coming from.
I understand how hard this is for you. Maybe if you took a friend along, it might make things easier. Some pony you trust who would look out for you?
Nice, subtle self-invitation.
Thanks so much for doing this, Trixie. When Twilight
Oh!
said I should bring a friend, you were the first pony I thought of.
Great idea, Princess Twilight. Me, Starlight's best friend, to help her on this difficult journey really shows how wise a princess you have become.
Oh.
Thanks, Trixie. Thinking about me.
I don't think this is exactly what Twilight had in mind.
But I'm sure we won't
But-
stay that long.
Oh, I don't know, Starlight. Time really flies when you're spending it with your best friend.
Trixie's in the finale. Twilight's been getting a lot of great faces this season, or right at the end of the season here.
There it is. The town where you...
Magically stole every pony's cutie mark, replaced them with equal signs, and forced them all to hide their natural talents?
Yes.
There's that.
I was going to say where you came from, but yours is a more emotionally traumatic answer.
This is true.
I just want to blend in, be just another pony in the crowd, enjoying the Sunset Festival with my friend.
Sounds good to me. And if things get weird for you, just let me know. I've got your flick.
Is that a promise?
Not just a promise.
I like
a
this,
great
Trixie.
And powerful
There we go.
promise.
Well, I couldn't ask for more than that. If we're gonna do this, let's do it.
Alrighty then. Yeah, they've really livened up the town.
Oh,
Hey, Double Diamond.
Starlight!
The real
You
one.
Came.
We were worried you wouldn't be able to make it. Are you staying the whole
Yes.
week? We have different events planned each day.
How is it living in a castle?
Never know what might happen.
It is so good to see you.
Oh, yeah. These ponies are terrifying.
It's good to see all of you too.
You got here just in time. We were having some debate about these banners. Which do you think feels more sunsetty?
Oh, you don't need me to decide that. Whatever you think is probably best.
Well, how about helping us with the routes for the relay races tomorrow? Can you take a look?
Oh, I shouldn't. You all go ahead. I just
Come
wanna
on,
enjoy the festival.
Starlight.
But you will be a judge for the baking competition, right?
We had a few
Please
questions
say yes.
about the order of the acts for the talent show.
And the unicorns have a fireworks show planned. We could really use your help.
Oh, okay, back off. You're smothering the poor girl. Just, Oh. Okay, that probably wasn't the best move.
The great and powerful Trixie would like to thank you all for being such an amazing audience. Sadly, it is time for us to depart. Good night, fillies and gentlefolds.
Well, she made a nice exit. Oh, come on. No.
It was horrible when I let
Get your
that
flanks
down.
back there.
I was ready for them to not trust me, but I wasn't ready for them to put me in charge again. With my past, I should never be in charge of anything.
So you messed up. Big deal. Don't you ever tell another pony I said this. But even Trixie's made mistakes. I know. The trick is to just move on and pretend they never happened.
I feel like that's almost good advice.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, Pinkie Pie!
Hey, you?
So, you're probably wondering why I'm back so soon.
Something's off.
I went to my old village for the festival?
Ooh, sounds fun. How was it?
It was kind of a disaster. I came back early because I freaked out.
Is that a changeling?
Ooh, sounds awful. Bye.
That was
Yeah.
strange.
Isn't she always strange?
Yeah, but
True,
not like
but-
that. Hey, I'm back early.
Ah, welcome back.
Have you two noticed Pinkie acting a little strange?
Pinkie Pie always acts strange.
Told you.
I wanted to talk to all of you. Things didn't go the way I thought they were going to go at the Sunset Festival.
What happened?
I kind of freaked out and ran out of the village.
You freaked out and ran away from a festival? That's the funniest dang thing I've heard all day.
Oh my. Let me guess. The decorations
Yeah,
were
the-
terrifying.
Something's very wrong here. Either they're changelings or something. What?
Hello, ponies. We need Rarity and Applejack. Very important friendship business.
Yeah, that's not the main
I have to
six.
say, I'm really not as impressed with your friends as the rest
Or they're
of the
under some
quest
sort of
leaders.
spell. I don't know.
I need to talk to Twilight.
Uh-oh.
Twilight? Hello?
What do you want? Twilight's very busy.
Spike, I really need to speak with her.
Make an appointment. She's a princess after all.
What's wrong with you? Why are you being so rude?
I think a certain dragon didn't get his nap today.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Sorry. He's been acting a little off all day. I think he missed
He's
a
not the
meal or
only one.
something.
He's not the only one. Every pony's acting a little strange today.
Yes, it's definitely been one of those days. How are you?
Not great, actually. You're probably wondering why I'm back from the village so early.
I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah, it did seem strange.
Okay,
Did
so
it not
this
go well?
appears to be Twilight.
Those ponies kept asking
The real
me things,
Twilight.
like they expected me to be in charge again. But being a leader is the last thing I should ever be. So we left. Very suddenly. In a literal puff of smoke.
Wow, you should definitely never go back to that village.
What?
Wait.
If you were
Okay,
worried
I retract
about
my previous
what they thought
statement.
of you before, it's probably way worse now. I'd cut my losses.
Yeah, no, this is not
Surprising
Twilight.
advice coming from you.
Trust me, I'm the princess of friendship. You don't need those ponies. You can always make more friends.
Okay.
Speaking of friends, if you'll excuse me, important business to attend to.
And yeah, clearly Spike is in with it. But why would they...
Cut my losses. That can't
Have they
be
replaced
right.
everyone in town or just the main 6? And why did they seem to have knowledge about Starlight? Okay, dream again.
Hey, I wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. Party favor, can you hear me?
I told you you can never speak to them again!
What?
What are you all doing here?
Okay.
Making sure you do what I said. I'm your teacher, aren't I? Didn't I say to never come back here?
Yes, but that just doesn't
Okay,
seem right.
main 6 going evil.
Acting like yourself. Something is wrong.
Luna?
A dream. This is another dream.
Of course it was dream.
Princess Luna?
Starlight Glimmer!
Princess Luna, where are you?
Boy.
Starlight Glimmer, there is no time! You must get help!
What?
But-
What are you talking about? This is just a dream.
Not here, in the waking world. They've taken my sister and I. It's worse than the last time. Your dream called to me and I was able to break through. You must find help!
What are you saying? Who's taken you?
Be careful
Changelings.
who you trust. You'll need all the help you can find. The changelings have returned and...
Princess
Yep,
Luna!
yep.
They're back!
Uh-huh. Okay, well, if they're back, then we know Chrysalis is back. But, and then they've already replaced the main 6 and probably everyone in Ponyville and Luna and Celestian dead. Wow.
Trixie, it's Starlight. Are you awake?
Of course, Princess Celestia. I love to perform for peanut butter crackers.
Equestrian Girls reference! Wow. Nice.
Starlight, what time is it?
It's late. I think I figured out what's wrong with
It's
my friend.
Changeling o'clock.
A whole list of things that are wrong with your friends. We can go over it in the morning.
Trixie, we're in danger!
I want to see that list.
Okay, fine. Aside from lack of sleep, how are we in danger?
I think that... What did you tell me never to tell another pony?
Starlight, if you woke me up to play guessing games,
Check
I left my
identity.
village. What did you tell me to never tell another pony you said?
Not even Trixie's made
See, there's no time for this. What did you say?
that even Trixie's made mistakes. Okay? Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Everyone watching was
Just had to
happy.
Make sure you weren't one of them.
One of who?
A changeling. I think they've taken Princess Celestia and Princess Luna.
What? Are you sure? I mean, what do you mean? We have to talk
Okay, she's awake now.
If I'm right, then it's too late for that.
Okay, so we reaching out to the allies now? Spike, wait. Ow! Wow.
Is it ready? Just one more.
Is what? Wait, what is this?
Chrysalis!
I can't take any of you seriously when you look like that. Right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Much better. Now report.
So did they not know about
Everything
that?
here is going according to plan. We've replaced the 6 ponies and their dragon and have taken control of the castle.
Excellent. And I've just received word that the princesses from Canterlot have successfully been replaced as well. We thought too small last time. One pony-napped princess wasn't enough.
With all the most beloved ponies of Equestria
about the Crystal
taken
Empire?
care of, no pony can stop us!
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, nice! Stealth spell. Uh-oh. Okay. Thank you.
I can deal with this. I'm just a performer. This is princess level stuff. The changelings of all of the princesses, we're doomed.
Maybe not. Queen Chrysalis only.
It's okay to freak out.
And Celestia, and obviously Twilight and the others. But maybe Cadence is still safe. Our best bet is to get to the Crystal Empire before the changelings do. That way we.
There's no help coming from the Crystal Empire.
Wait, who's Thorax? Yes! I knew he was gonna show up somewhere.
Thorax?
Yes,
Your wings look.
Thank you,
different.
Starlight.
I guess they do.
How do I know you aren't some other changeling?
What is up with
pretending to
this-
be Thorax?
You were there when Spike
Is he
defended
got
me to
powered up by
ponies
the
of the
Crystal Heart?
Empire. Princess Twilight said,
As the princess of friendship, I should set an example for all of Equestria. But today, it was Spike who taught me.
Okay, I believe you. We don't need the whole speech. Trixie, this is Thorax. He's a reformed changeling. He's on our side. Understand?
What a trio!
"Hi, it's a pleasure to."
If Starlight says you're on our side, I believe her. But maybe just stay over there for now, okay?
Baby steps. We'll
What
get
do
there.
you mean there's no help? Did the changelings get Cadence too?
They took Cadence, Shining Armor, and Flurry Heart.
No!
They sent me here to get Princess Twilight's help, but
Okay,
but it
now it's
sounds like
personal.
It's too late for that too.
You do not mess with Flurry Heart.
Yeah, Starlight. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Allies.
There has to be some pony else who can handle this.
There is no
Griffins,
pony else.
dragons,
Every
yaks.
pony with powerful magic is already gone.
You know, whenever ponies talk about powerful magic, they always leave me out. If I was involved, I might decide to take it personally. Well, isn't this quite the combination of secondary characters? We're a twin in the girls.
First, how do we know that you're really you?
Oh, please. It's Discord.
Shall I continue?
Chrysalis and the changelings are back. They pony-napped all of the most powerful ponies in Equestria. Celestia, Luna, Cadence, Shining Armor, Flurry Heart, Twilight and her friends. We need to...
They took Fluttershy?
Yes!
Where?
Changeling Kingdom. With you on our side, I think...
Odd. I was trying to take it right to Fluttershy, but there is no Fluttershy.
Okay.
I think I have a pretty good idea where she might be.
Where are they? Where are they? Oh.
I hoped to never see that place again. Now what?
We find the lair.
Next on Tiny Pop.
Oh. Okay. All right. Wow. This is. I can't even talk right now. This is gonna be epic. So I guess we're not tapping into the external allies then. It doesn't look like it's going that way. Well, there's still another whole half of this. We'll see, but I did not think about Discord. That was like the furthest thing from my mind on this. But this Starlight, Glimmer, Trixie, Discord, Thorax, like all sort of reformed and antagonists. I mean, Wow, what a team up! Now, if only Sunset Shimmer was here. I did wonder with that whole sunset celebration thing if it was something, and we got that Equestria Girls callback with Trixie and the peanut butter crackers. Oh wow, but or has Trixie said had a thing for peanut butter crackers in Equestria too? I honestly don't remember. That's beside the point right now. I'm freaking out right now. I'm wired and whatever. Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to get right on to the second part here. I just can't talk anymore until I see this whole thing and process this all. So, yeah. 1 second. Get this queued up here. See my camera. All right. So, what are they going to have to do to get them back? I have no idea. Part 2, starting now.
It's the ponies from my old village. Oh, it's only a dream. With my past, I should never be in charge of anything. They've taken my sister and I. It's worse than the last time. Chrysalis and the Changelings are back. They've pony-napped all of the most powerful ponies in Equestria. This is Thorax. He's a reformed changeling.
They took
What is going on with his crystal wings?
I think I have a pretty good idea where she might be.
Oh, good. We skipped the intro. Perfect.
Oh, this is so strange. We're here, and that's there, and I clearly meant for us to be there and not here.
Oh, I can probably explain.
Magic deflecting.
Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Maybe we should come up with a plan first?
A what?
Yeah, figuring out the best way to do something.
Discord's more of a
before you
doer, not a
actually
planner.
do it.
Oh, that's adorable. But you see, unlike you, I can do anything.
Actually,
that's all very
nope,
nice, but
nope.
really a waste of time.
Discord's
We
gonna get
have
put in his
me.
place.
And what else could we possibly need?
A draconic quiz with magic and half a brain might help.
Why are you here again? I mean, it's not like you're going to stop the changelings by pulling a rabbit out of the hat. At least my magic can do something.
the thing about magic here is...
Like this! For Fluttershy!
What's with the pig?
Yeah!
That would be why. When pigs fly, I guess.
I've been trying to tell you. Nothing other than changeling magic works here. Chrysalis's throne is carved from an ancient dark stone that soaks up outside magic the same way changelings soak up love. It's how she keeps the hive safe.
Oh, her own version of the Crystal Heart.
So, what kind of plan were you thinking?
Yes.
About magic? I have no idea. But no pony else is coming. So some pony better come up with something. Any pony?
We got nothing.
Anything?
Thorax?
This throne. If we get into the hive and destroy it, can we get our magic back?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a terrible plan. How are we even supposed to get to the hive?
Yes, indeed.
I haven't walked that far in a millennia.
I gotta make sacrifices, man. Do it for Fluttershy.
Any of you manage not being able to disappear and reappear whenever you want?
Well, I, for one, definitely miss you being able to disappear.
Give Discord a break. None of us knew we weren't going to be able to use magic.
I did.
If we
But
get
nobody would listen to
separated,
him.
It might make sense to have a way to make sure we are who we say we are.
Oh, like a secret code. How about if I say we are and you say doomed? Or you say rescue and I say...
How about if we say klutzy and you say draconiquus?
Klutzy Draconiquus. Works for me.
I'll definitely remember it.
3 against 1, man. You walked right into that one. Whoa. That's interesting armor. Is it just me, or is this going a little bit too easily?
I am definitely glad you came. I don't think we'd be able to find our
Wow.
way without you.
You definitely wouldn't.
Where's the way out?
It's a changeling hive. It shifts and changes like we do, and we're the
of course.
only ones who can navigate it. It's total chaos to non-changelings.
Well, it's decent chaos. I don't know if I call it total. Are we sure that I'll get my magic back when we destroy this throne thingy?
If Thorax is right, then yes.
Well, that's reassuring.
And how
are you going to
supposed
destroy it?
destroy the throne when we find it?
I don't know.
That's
Nice
reassuring.
plan. That is not a plan. It's barely even a concept.
I don't suppose you brought any throne-destroying tools along with these useless sideshow props.
Ask the Lord of Chaos, who can't go for a walk without whining non-stop.
Yes, but when the throne is destroyed, I'll be able to rip the very fabric of reality to save our friends, while you'll still be a self-absorbed, below-average illusionist.
Self-absorbed? Why, you cut it out!
I'm just barely keeping it together, and it would be wonderful if you two could actually try to help instead of bickering like fools.
Where's the Thorax go?
Okay.
How can we help?
Don't ask me! I couldn't even handle giving advice at the Sunset Festival, and I had magic then, and the three of us are as good as useless. At least
She's being forced to become a leader again.
Going.
I see where this is going.
Guys? I think we're lost.
Oh, great. We might as well
Perfect.
just sit here and wait for the changelings to soak up all of our love, or whatever gross thing it is that they do. How often do you all get hungry?
Too often.
Actually, I haven't been since I met Spike. And changelings are always hungry. We can never get enough love.
Well, that's just super.
But you aren't hungry at all now?
Once I made a few friends, I guess I just sort of forgot about the whole feeding thing.
Is that about the same time
Wow.
your wings changed?
I guess so.
What did
While I would love
There's
to sit
backstory
around
in here
chatting
somewhere.
about feeding and not feeding, I have a Fluttershy to say.
Oh, way to go, Discord.
Can you please lower your voice? You're gonna get us all captured.
You keep saying that, but I haven't seen an actual changeling since we got into this hive.
And they're surrounded.
What's that?
A changeling patrol!
Run. Hide, do something. Please.
This seems like one of those moments where we need
Thorax,
a plan.
stop hyperventilating.
What kind of plan? We have no magic, and it's not like my illusions are gonna save us.
Do you have any of your smoke bombs?
Are you kidding?
She's got the gear.
Looking for some pony?
Oh!
Is that the best you got?
Oh, this is awesome! Trixie's being epic! Who would have thought?
Not exactly great and powerful, but effective.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Klutzy?
Draconicus.
Nice.
I really think we need a new code word.
That was a pretty good plan.
But we still don't know where we're going.
Actually, we might. 2 of the changelings didn't go with the rest.
Oh, with an intruder in the hive, they went to protect the queen. Good thinking, Starlight.
Now what?
We have reached the core.
Go in.
Even if I wanted to, there's no way past the guards. We'll be spotted for sure.
We need some kind of distraction.
I'm fresh out of smoke bombs.
Normally, I'm the most distracting thing I can think of, but without magic.
You shouldn't underestimate yourself.
Hello, changelings and changelets. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you are that I'm here. When I heard that I'd be playing for a bunch of changelings, I was beside myself. Then I realized it was just one of you.
Oh!
But seriously, this isn't the toughest crowd I've ever been in front of, but it's definitely the easiest to bug.
Oh!
Bob, is this thing on?
The puns. I like a good pun.
Well, if you think that you can do any better, be my guest.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
Is he running at all fours?
It is certainly a pleasure to have such dedicated fans. I'll have to come back with some new material after I rescue Fluttershy.
Please, help.
Fluttershy!
That's...
Discord, I'm stuck.
You certainly
that's
are,
not
and I should
Fluttershy.
probably help you get free. But...
But what?
But you are obviously not Fluttershy.
Oh.
I mean, I'm separated from the group and just
she or
happened
isn't
to
she?
come across the one pony I care most about. I can smell this setup a mile away.
No, you're right. There's no way you should trust me. Just go find the
Really?
others. I
Really?
understand.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
We're probably all changelings. You shouldn't rescue any of us. Unless
Oh, boy.
you think maybe one of us might be the real Fluttershy. Oh, that certainly would be a nasty changeling trick, wouldn't it? I'm the real one. I'm the real one. I'm the real Fluttershy.
Get back to the group, destroy the throne, then come back.
Can't wait for Discord. Between seeing him and Trixie, the castle will be crawling with guards soon.
But if we do manage to destroy Chrysalis's throne, we'll need him. He could take on the entire Changeling army by sneezing if he wanted to.
He's probably already been captured.
Hello,
Uh-oh.
fellow rescuers.
We can't stay here.
That's
we gotta
not
find the throne.
Discord.
Ooh, I heard some of the changelings who were chasing me say that they know where it is.
Klutzy?
Oh, yeah. I can be klutzy.
Yep,
now,
yep.
follow me.
It's a good system.
You know that's not Discord, right?
Obviously.
This way. We're almost there.
I know this trick. If he says to go left, we should definitely go right. He's leading us to a swarm
Obviously.
waiting to attack.
Okay, I'll handle it. You two just get ready to run into the other tunnel.
Wait, what?
What is she
Trixie
gonna do?
can't. I won't know what to do. We've already lost Discord. I can't lose you too. Without magic,
Starlight, you got us this far with just my illusions and Discord's annoying personality. You
Yes.
don't need magic to figure out what to do next. I know you're afraid to be in charge, but you're really good at it. Listen to your best friend.
Yes.
Hey, Discord! Want to see the new trick I've been working on? I call it the Changeling Catcher.
Oh! Really? Uh-oh. Down to Starlight and Thorax. And now they're separated. That's perfect. Is this the throne room? Ew. Oh, there they all are. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And there she is.
One little pony all by herself. Oh, how will I ever
Oh, that
prevent
ain't
this
right.
daring rescue?
That is not right. Oh. Okay, now what? Oh,
Well, well, well. The Princess of Friendship's sole pupil. Honestly,
Oh, boy.
I didn't think you were worth replacing with one of my drones.
oh.
Won't get away
That's
with this.
why she did.
I already have. No pony is coming to save you. Your little squad was it, and now there's just you.
Thorax is still out there.
Don't mention that traitor's name in my kingdom.
Oh.
He was a fool to leave, and even more a fool to return. When I find him, he'll learn just what happens to those who betray the hive. And it seems I don't have far to
What was
look,
that?
do I? Thorax!
Why didn't I see that coming?
Very clever. And clearly Thorax revealed to you the secret of my throne. I can't have powerful ponies using their abilities against me. Even with your rather embarrassing little rescue attempt, everything has gone according to my plan.
What plan? Why did you do all this?
So I could feed, of course. By replacing the most beloved figures in Equestria, my drones will be able to store all the love meant for them and return it here, to me.
But Thorax found a better food
Every
source.
pony will do as I command, and my subjects and I will feed on their love for generations.
Okay, well. Yes, but what is going on there?
Ridiculous! The hunger of changelings can never be satisfied.
Wanna bet?
Exactly! Thorax left the hive and made a friend. He shared love, and now he doesn't need to feed. You don't have to live your lives starving all the time.
You know nothing of the changelings or what it takes to be their queen.
Are we gonna get a flashback?
I decide what is best for my subjects, not some mewling grub.
I know what it's like to lead by fear and intimidation. And I know what it's like to want every pony to do what you say. But I was wrong. A real leader doesn't force her subjects to deny who they are. She celebrates what makes them unique and listens when one of them finds a better way.
The only thing Thorax has found is what happens to those who turn their back on the hive.
No! Stop!
Just as soon as I drain every last ounce of love from him and show my subjects what
And
a
you're not gonna
real
be able to.
leader is.
I can feel the love inside me slipping away.
Oh, come on.
I
No,
can't hold
no.
on to it much longer.
Then don't! Sharing love is what made you different to begin with. You should share yours with Chrysalis!
Yes,
Give
yes.
her all of it!
Yes! Oh! What is... Dude... What? What? What?
This is what happens when you give love freely instead of taking it!
What is that? Oh! Oh!
Good to see you too.
I'm speechless right now.
Starlight? What happened? We defeated the changelings with no magic at all. They found a new leader, and they're all kinda good now.
Well done, Starlight Glimmer.
Prince
It
Thorax
seems as though
of
you've learned
the-
a great deal since we last spoke.
Are these the flutter ponies? Oh, you're a little outnumbered now.
When Twilight and her friends defeated me, I
we gonna
chose to
reform
run
her?
away and seek revenge. You don't have to. You can be the leader your subjects deserve.
Really? Nope.
There is no revenge you could ever conceive of that will come close to what I will exact upon you one day, Starlight Glimmer.
Oh.
Thorax, as the new leader of the Changelings, I look forward to discussing how we can improve our relationship in the future. However, for the moment, perhaps it is best
Prince
that we leave
Thorax.
the Changeling Kingdom
Or King
to the
Thorax?
Changelings.
Splendid idea! Now who's ready for some celebratory tea at Fluttershy?
Oh, every pony?
Actually, now that you can
Just make her house
snap your
bigger.
claws and send us absolutely anywhere again, I think I have a better option.
Of course, back to town.
Hey, Starlight. What are you doing here?
She's back and she brought
You left in
friends.
such a hurry before we kind of thought you didn't want to come.
Yeah, I guess after the way I used my magic on all of you, I wasn't sure I was some pony who should even be in charge of a baking contest. I was afraid I might go back to being the pony I used to be. But I realized that sometimes you don't have a choice. You have to step up. And I have changed. I can handle it, whether that means saving Equestria or helping friends with the Sunset Festival. Speaking of which, I know the festival's almost over, but
She about to graduate from being a pupil of Twilight's?
invited a few of my friends to join.
Just a few.
Hope that's okay.
Oh, hey, Cadence Shining Armor.
Are you kidding? Of course!
The more the merrier.
Right. Now, where's that baking contest? This pony needs a cupcake.
Oh!
So, I'm able to rip the very fabric of reality again.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I'm still a self-absorbed below-average illusionist, right?
Actually, I was going to say a couple of those illusions were slightly above average. If you ever need a little chaos in your act, let me know.
When pigs fly!
Your wish is my command!
Oh no! No!
Pony is really gonna have to catch us up on what we missed.
Yeah. Oh my word. Oh my. Oh. Mind blowing. That's all I got right now. Mind blowing. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back with words about this once I can actually process this and settle down a little bit. Stay tuned. Alrighty, well, had a little time to calm down. I'm not wired on Red Bull at this point. It's become a little bit of a tradition of mine to grab a Red Bull energy drink for these longer reactions of mine. It's just kind of gets me a little bit wired up and it makes the reaction just a little bit more fun to do. I probably went a little overboard this time, but oh well. I had fun with it, and I would do it all over again if I had to. So, you know, sometimes we all just need to have a little fun. Anyway, I'm going to get right into this because I've got a lot to go over and not a whole lot of time to do it here. So, I'm just going to jump right into the characters. We have, forget the dynamic duo, forget the terrific trio. We have a quibbling quartet, for lack of a better adjective on that. I fully expected allies of some sort to be involved in this. I did not expect this grouping of like former antagonists or reformed individuals. The exception being Thorax, in that he never really was that much of an antagonist. It was more of like he was a villain by association because of who he was, but you know, we saw in the flashback back in the times they were a changeling, he was always kind of good. But anyway, you get my point. Very interesting grouping of individuals. For Starlight, obviously the main character of all of this here, the season basically was about her. I mean, about her whole path to, you know, redemption and, you know, figuring out her new path in life and things like that. You know, a very kind of a Sunset Shimmer-like journey, but stretched out over a season. And unfortunately, they kind of crammed it into just a few short episodes. They didn't stretch it out as much as we would have hoped across numerous different episodes, but I do feel like this finale kind of made up for some of that. Yeah, she was afraid of going back to the village, wasn't sure that everyone there had actually forgiven her. I mean, all we saw of that was at the end of season 5, where we had that brief scene where she went back and apologized, and, you know, they seemed to forgive her and stuff, but, you know, it's not always that easy to just forgive someone just like that. So, it was kind of a legitimate concern of hers, I would have to say. But also, the bigger problem, once she did get there, and then they wanted to put her in charge of things and stuff, and really, you know, because they did forgive her and they wanted to embrace her, but give her things to do, involve her in the activities. But she was shying away from that because she was afraid that being put back in charge meant that she might revert to her old ways and start, taking too much control of things and things like that. And I would say that was a legitimate concern as well, especially after what she just did back in Every Little Thing She Does, where she literally took control of all of her friends and made them do things and such. I would say she had a right to be a little concerned about that. She was unsure of herself. At the same time, she wasn't really giving herself enough credit for how far she actually has come since that time. So, that was really cool. What Luna had told her, though, is that Luna sees a lot of herself in Starlight with the whole, path to redemption thing. And, I said, hey, with the help of your friends or whatever, I said it, will definitely get better. Like, wow, that hit home hard. So that was awesome. And yeah, as far as the princesses go, Celestia was completely useless again. But anyway, more on that later. Trixie. Trixie as a main character. Where did that come from? I know, get me wrong, I loved it. And she totally deserved it, okay? Trixie is just one of those crazy anomalies. I mean, she was just meant to be a one-time character, there and gone, but she was so popular, got so popular from the fan base, they brought her back for Magic Duel in Season 3, and then again for No Second Princess here in Season 6, as, as showing her, actually getting a path to redemption of her own, and finding a friend in Starlight. And, quite honestly, we talk about Starlight being kind of like this world Sunset Shimmer, but Trixie is starting to feel a lot like Sunset Shimmer too in this. It really is. Like, she, had to get put in her place after going all evil and stuff, and then kind of had to go on a little bit of an apology tour and whatnot, and now she's back, and she's in much better spirits now, much more confident, and she's back helping stuff. She's become a real good friend with Starlight, of course, and very supportive friend. Like, she would have just run away from this stuff before, but man, she had every right to be freaked out by everything going on here. Like you said, this is princess level stuff. Like, this is way out of her league. But she, like a true friend, stuck by Starlight throughout all of this. So, crazy on that. And then her illusions ended up being useful after all. So, it's a legitimate thing, But like I said, she really does deserve this was her best performance by far, and she totally deserved it. So I still can't believe they took such a secondary character and then thrust her into the spotlight like this. They've never done this to this extent before, so this is great. Discord, of course, showed up. It's not that I didn't think he would have been involved or should have been involved. It just never entered my mind as a possibility. My mind was stuck on trying to figure out how they were going to bring in the allies and things like that. That's what I thought we were building towards, like the Yaks and the Griffins and whatnot. For some reason, Discord just was never in my thought process on this, so it shocked the heck out of me when he showed up. It was so perfect. Do not mess with Fluttershy when Discord is around. Wow. We definitely know what'll push Discord's buttons now. Interesting thing, it appeared that he had already met Starlight at some point, because it wasn't like like, hey, we're meeting for the first time, or like, who the heck are you? Or, you know, it's like, hey, I've heard about you. It was just like, oh, you. So it just, the way that it was written, it felt like Discord has met her before. So, you know, off camera somewhere in the season. So, but okay, whatever. A little short change there, but we've all talked about how awesome it would be to have Discord meet Starlight. Never thought about Discord meeting Trixie, of all ponies. Yeah, what would a show be like with those two? I mean, he did offer if Trixie wanted a little more chaos in her act. Wow. I will buy tickets to that show. Oh, anyway, and it was actually really cool too how by the end of this he developed an appreciation for her, even though she wasn't all this great, powerful, wizard. He still had an appreciation for what she could accomplish, because I mean she really came through in the clutch form. An interesting thing too, we got for the first time to see Discord without his powers. He was powerless once before in the season 4 finale, but for a very brief period of time, and it never got explored that much. Here we actually had to see him for an extended period of time deal without his powers. And yeah, that was fun. Well, what can I say? The comedy act thing he started pulling and whatever. I mean, I think he actually handled it quite well, in all honesty. But I gotta wonder just how powerful was that throne to be blocking even his magic. I mean, wow. But anyway, I gotta move on. Thorax. Obviously, he was gonna be back in here somewhere. If it was related to Changelings, obviously he would have been back. So that made sense. But yeah, the whole thing with the wings changing, that was intriguing. And I wondered if somehow the Crystal Heart had affected him. But it wasn't that. It was actually the love of friendship that was affecting him. And we learned that that since he became friends with Spike and Smothers, he'd never gotten hungry again since then. And man, it's not an exact analogy, not like a perfect analogy, but I got a real Monsters Inc. vibe off that, because Monsters Incorporated, the old Disney movie, is that Disney movie or is that DreamWorks? No, that was Pixar. That's Pixar. Never mind. There's this whole thing. They were extracting energy for their world, the monster world, out of the human world by the screams of children. And it turns out later on they discovered that laughter was 10 times or however many times more powerful than screams. And he gave them a practically limitless power supply because it was just several orders of magnitude more powerful. Here I kind of got a similar thing, because unlike when they're just forcibly pulling the love out of the love energies out of somebody else, it's a temporary fix, and then they consume it, it's gone, and they have to go extract some more. Whereas here, when they're sharing love themselves, it's basically an unlimited energy supply, because love is an infinite resource. When you are sharing love freely, it doesn't matter how much you give out, you can always make more. So by sharing love freely, it's just it's essentially they're powering each other or themselves or something. And yeah, clearly it was leading towards something because of the way his wings changed. But man, I did not expect what happened. I'll loop back around to that in a bit here. The only thing that bugged me about with Thorax here, I really wish we would have gotten the Changeling episode, the Times They Are Changeling, earlier in the season, and then got a follow-up episode somewhere in between to see like how things were going, how he was progressing in his friendships with ponies and the Crystal Empire and such, because we got almost no character build-up. Like the first episode, we have the first episode in the whole show focusing on a Changeling character, which has never been done before, aside from Chrysalis. And then the very next time we see him, it's, epic events, and he becomes king of the new and improved Changeling race. It was too fast. We needed to see more of his character, it just... And I have a friend who is, you know, very much in love with the Changelings, and he's actually crushed by what ended up happening. He's, you know, did not want to see them all reformed like that or whatnot. So, and you know, I was chatting with him about it, and he agrees too. It all happened so fast. It's just like, you know, all of a sudden, brand new path, and now we change it all again. You know, but whatever. Overall, a lot of this finale had a lot of build up for Starlight's side of this whole story, which makes sense because she is the main character. But one thing we didn't get in here, there was no exposition really whatsoever for how the Changeling takeover invasion actually took place. All of a sudden, it's just instantly the main six are captured, and Celestia and Luna are captured, and Cadence and Shining Armor and Flurry Heart are captured. Like, just, we didn't see any of it happen. We don't know how they pulled it off. I mean, have they had agents undercover in these locations for a long time, figuring out how to take over? You know, there's just a lot of unanswered questions there. I feel like they just kind of glossed over that too easily. Would have been nice to have a, you know, maybe a little less here, a little more there, to even the story out a little bit, but oh well, I guess it just, you know, leaves us to fill in some of the blanks. And then the other thing that bugged me is, like, why didn't they go after Starlight? I mean, Chrysalis did say later that she, you know, didn't consider Starlight even worthy of replacing. It's just like, you're nobody, you're just a pupil of Twilight. Has she not heard of Starlight Glimmer before? I mean, I don't know exactly how out of the loop Chrysalis is with the world around her. Because, I mean, we haven't seen her since the end of Season 2. But, it's like, is she completely unaware of the events of, you know, the QD Remark with the whole time travel spell thing? Well, she probably is. I think only the main six actually ended up knowing about that when it was all said and done. So that makes sense. But even since then, I mean, there's been a lot of times where if Chrysalis had changelings undercover around Equestria, there's been enough times where Starlight's pulled off some pretty amazing magic that, like, you feel like she should have known that Starlight had a lot of power. So I don't know, it just felt a little off there. Like, why didn't she acknowledge her even, or think she would be a threat? But it's good because then she got caught off guard at the end. But just kind of questions I had. But yeah, the transformation. I did not see that coming. That blew my mind. The new changelings, are they still going to be called changelings or something else? I think Celestia did still call them changelings at the end there. So I'm assuming they still have their same magic more or less, except that they're good now or uncorrupted or some. There's so many unanswered questions at this point. We just don't have enough information to work with. Like, was this their original form, and they got corrupted at some point in the distant past and have been living that way until now? Or is have they always been the way they were, and this is now just like more of like a, an evolution or an ascension or something like that, a progression in their... I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of different theories, a lot of different schools of thought. I'm sure the internet is chock full of debates on this already, and even more so once the official finale airs here in the U.S. But definitely going to be the point of the subject of a lot of discussions and fanfics and comics and who knows what all. I'm not sure I really like the design, to be honest. It's kind of like a tie-dye effect they had going on. Just kind of very odd color schemes and stuff. I feel like it'll probably grow on me. Right now, it's just kind of like, that's different, but very toyetic. But, yeah, I said I'm going to call him King Thorax because he had Queen Chrysalis, so it's probably a king as opposed to a prince. Very curious to see what he will do with that now, or where they'll go with that. Because, yeah, actually... Oh, I was going to say the form. It actually reminded me of, like, the Gen 1 Flutter Ponies from Gen 1 of MLP. Just based more on the wings. I mean, those ponies were actual ponies, not, bug creatures. I mean, these are still clearly bug-like creatures. but just they have kind of the vibe of like it's almost like a reimagining of the Flutter Ponies for Gen 4. So yeah, just interesting similarities there. But Celestia dropped a bombshell though, where she said that she was interested in, you know, discussing relations between the changelings and, you know, ponies and whatnot. I'm like, okay, so instead of this being the event where Equestria has to reach out to her allies, now we've got yet another ally in the form of the reformed changelings. And this just leaves me wondering, what are we building towards here? Something big is coming, and it's going beyond this season. I mean, is this building towards something in Season 7? Towards the feature movie coming out next year? I really don't know at this point. And, well, I mean, for that matter, we've got Chrysalis. I mean, she wasn't reformed. It had, yet again, a kind of a Sunset Shimmer-like moment there with Starlight trying to, you know, offer a hoof to her, but of course she slapped down, which I'm glad, because we've reformed too many villains, darn it. But now she's got an arch enemy in Starlight Glimmer of all ponies, and she's off and running. And like, what is she gonna do? Is she capable of starting a new hive and coming back with another plan, or is she gonna find some other, you know, villainous entities to team up with or something? I'm not sure what's gonna happen there, but this whole finale was just a very different kind of finale compared. It's so hard to compare, like, figure out which one's the best, because they're all so unique. Unlike Season 5, well, okay, there's no main 6 in this one. I mean, barely. Very little of the real main 6 that we saw, and some of the stuff we did see was just the, you know, changelings disguised as the main 6. Basically, they had no main role in this. And same thing from this premiere of this season. They had very little actual relevance to the whole, you know, outcome of everything. They were more secondary characters to the bigger story going on, and they were even less involved here in the finale. A refreshing change of pace is just, it's interesting, it's different. And yeah, you've got side characters, you know, in the spotlight. Like, this was actually like the closest comparison I've got is Slice of Life. And I mean, this wasn't a comedic, you know, thing like that was, but it's like we took all these secondary side characters and put them in the spotlight while the main cast is in the background. It was a very unique twist on everything. Plus, we had a returning villain. I mean, the premiere this season, I actually I really loved it for the fact that there was no traditional cliche villain thing to set up the season. You know, we've always had a villain before. Here, there was no villain. The villain was not Flurryheart. There was an unfortunate set of circumstances that created a problem that they had to deal with. It wasn't a specific villainous entity that caused any of it. So that, I thought, was a refreshing change of pace, to not have an actual villain, but still make an interesting story. But then they still did manage to set it up with that teeny tiny changeling cameo at the very end of the premiere. So it still set the stage for this. And this is, aside from the QD remark where we had the alternate universes to revisit all these big villains that we've had, in the proper timeline, we have not had that I can remember a returning villain before, like not a major one. You know, Nightmare Moon, Discord is still around, but he's not like an actual villain anymore. Okay, he kind of turned into a villain again in Season 4. I'm not going to get into all this stuff here. Chrysalis was a through and through villain, and she was defeated once, and she came back bigger and badder than ever, and now ran away again, and she's still, you know, super evil. She's not reformed in the least, and so we have not had that before, okay? and that makes me happy, because I feel like they can really go somewhere with that now. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that, but and so just some other things that didn't happen here. I wondered if something was going to happen with Starlight I didn't really think that she was going to transform into an alicorn. I didn't really see that as a possibility, but I did think that we were going to see something happen with her, like she might actually become a seventh element of harmony. I thought that's what was happening when when her eyes kind of sheened over, but it turns out that's because it was actually Thorax in disguise, which I didn't realize. So that didn't happen. Also, she hasn't like graduated from being a pupil of Twilight and whatever, and was like, okay, I'm gonna go out and see the world now or something. I thought there would be a transition of some sort where she's moved to another level now or something, and it doesn't appear that that's happened. This is just yet like another lesson for her as a student of Twilight. So that makes me a little confused now, because I'm not sure where things are going to go with Starlight like next season. And she hasn't got her own chair yet either in the castle or whatnot, so largely unchanged. But that said, though, with the lesson that she learned about the leadership and stuff, that was kind of the whole thing of this episode. By taking away the magic and stuff, basically she was forced to become that leader, to take charge of the situation and rally the troops and make decisions and listen to input and have that change your mind if it was a better plan, etc. All the typical stuff of going through learning to be a leader. She was forced to do it, so now she's overcome that fear that she had of turning back to her old ways. She did it. She became a leader the right way this time. She took charge the right way. So I do feel like that's building her up towards something, some sort of an actual leadership role within Equestria. What exactly that is, obviously we won't see it until next season. So until then, all we can do is speculate. But and then yeah, just overall, this finale, unlike season 5, the season 5 finale felt like an actual series finale. They could have ended the series right then and there, and it would have felt complete and perfect, pretty much. And I mean, yeah, we still would have been wanting more, probably, but it just felt complete. Now here, we've gone one more season, and instead of another, we know they're already working on season 7, and apparently they have known that for quite some time, because instead of making this feel like it could have been a series finale, they apparently already knew that there was going to be another season, so they turned this into just another stepping stone or whatever. There was nothing complete about this. There is so many things left hanging now, and we're actually taking storyline elements from this season and are probably going to extend them into next season. So I honestly don't know what to think about what we might see in season 7. I'm probably not going to be able to have any realistic ideas on that until we see the season 7 premiere and have some clue of how they set the stage for that one. But obviously there will be something to do with the new changelings and how they're going to fit into society. And obviously we've already got the setup for Chrysalis to return in some fashion. So beyond that, again, all speculation at this point. But yeah, so many things made this different, and it was an awesome finale. Obviously, I enjoyed this very much. Is this the best one? I can't really say that. I mean, you gotta admit, season 4 was spectacular. I think it's gonna be very, very difficult to beat season 4 finale, honestly. But I feel like this is probably a very close second to that one, because it's just so many different elements. Returning villains and the spotlight on secondary characters, and the birth of a new race, basically. I mean, it's got a lot going for it, to be sure. But since this one, the season 5 finale with all the alternate universes, each one's got its own unique thing that makes it just truly awesome. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna say at this point, seasons 4, 5, and 6. And heck, even season 3 with the Magical Mystery Cure, they're pretty much all tied in my book as epic finales that blew my mind. So there you have it. It's all tied. I can't make up my mind right now. So I'm sure there's things I'm forgetting about that I was going to talk about in here, but I think I've blabbed on for long enough in all this. I'm sure there will be plenty of chatter and speculation in the comments, as always, which you'll have seen. And yeah, now I can actually get back to my comments. I've only got about 500-600 comments to go through now. You're probably going to start seeing a lot of reply spam from me in the comments as I start to get back into the swing of things here. But yeah, this season is a wrap. Probably going to be doing a recap video of the season at some point in the relatively near future. I won't give you a specific date on that because I have no idea when I'll get that put together. But I do want to go back through my wish list and, you know, talk about favorite moments, episodes, things like that. So be looking for that at some point. And then, yeah, once we get into the hiatus here, definitely we'll be getting back to some more fan content stuff. Again, no promises when, but it will happen soon-ish. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thanks for, honestly, thank you for all, anybody who signed on during this this season. This has been a blast. My channel has grown by leaps and bounds. I never imagined this would happen. I've got 5K special coming up soon. I'll go into more details on that, but thank you so much for tagging along with me this season, and yeah, looking forward to season 7. So for tonight, though, have a good night. And I have no, I always try to think of a clever intro, and I just whiff every time. So whatever. I had something earlier, and I forgot what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the parasprites bite. See ya!